Okay, this is the fourth time I've recorded this video. I'm starting to get a little pissed. Okay, I got dumped by YouTube a couple times, but then my little video recording app just did it too. And this is supposed to be the brute force way that always works, and I don't have to do it again. Okay. One, thanks for the comments. Yes, I think it does convey something. The main issue is only that I think the mass should be as honest as possible. I used to be very concerned about this fight, this battle between style and substance until I found, yes, they were unified, that a surface can always be called a mask, and there's always a mask beneath it. So the idea is to make good masks, and I think this is what art does, right? Make a mask because it has to cover the thing that it's on, the art, but that somehow reveals. And in a sense, this is why artists are liars that tell the truth. Poets, tell the truth by lying. They tell the truth of what it feels like to be in love by painting an unrealistically beautiful picture of being in love. And yet it gives us a touch with that feeling, even though it's never really like that. And, or a painter paints a coyote, a picture of a coyote in the woods. And we look, there's a coyote. No, he fooled you. It's a bunch of paint on a piece of cloth. But he captures some ideas, some essence, some feeling, some truth, some human truth about the coyote, and in that sense it's true. And in a world where we never have direct perceptions, everything is so indirect, art allows us to take a shortcut. Since you can't really show beneath the surface, the opaque thing blocks what's underneath, you can use art to simulate showing beneath the surface. And so another example is Mr. Cropper used to stand in front of books. He had said he was going to do that. So you can't really accuse him of trying to manipulate us. He was very honest that I like the intellectual feel of it, and if this feels right, he's being honest. Now, if he was someone that never read books, didn't really like books, he was just trying to compensate for the fact that actually he's really not well read, so he'll do that and nobody will question. But he doesn't do that. He does like books. It's an honest mask for him. And a lot of people like that, or they're just doing their videos from their office, and of course it looks like an office, makes them look like a hard worker, but then again, maybe why are they always in there, or why, or that's their place. And I try not to put too much stock in that when I'm watching a video. I try to subtract that out. I see this guy's always in front of books. Okay, so there's this bookish feel, so I'll subtract the bookish feel and see what I see. I'll do some data processing on it. But if I find out it's an honest mask, then I'll just start to soak that in. That's great. The other thing I wanted to say is that philosophy of art is really fundamental to me. I'd love if you want to talk about or bring it up, because I'm going to get around to it. There's a reason I haven't really gone into it too much, though I touch on it, I think, a lot. But I haven't really focused on it the way I have some other things. But it's really fundamental to me. I don't think it's like something that you do, like, philosophy of epistemology and all of these ologies, and you get into political, philosophy, and you get into sociology, and then, let's have philosophy of art, because we want to polish everything off. Culture, it's not very important, but you want to have it if you're really at the top, so we'll put that on the top. No. To me, philosophy of art is really low level. Philosophy of art is about our creativity, intentionality, what it means to live, what we like, what we don't like, how to add what we like together, how to imagine something that we want to imagine, how to visualize, how to expect. It's about how we live. It's about how we interact with our perceptions. So it's very fundamental. Now, I haven't gotten into it that much because I've wanted to stake out this epistemological ground. So that now, for example, I got from one side people saying, hey, you're woo-woo, crazy, phantasmagorical, thanks for the word, Gary. And from the other side, people get the impression, oh, you don't believe in metaphysics, you're some sort of idealist, you just believe knowledge is so concrete and boring. But I'm neither of those places. I'm some other place that both of those guys have different angles. So now I can talk about certain things. I can talk about art. I can talk about how fundamental it is, and people won't have the idea that, this is just a guy that likes art. No, I mean, it's going to link to the logic. It's going to link to the epistemology. What I say about art isn't just going to be what I think are good things, and it's, there's personal aspects. The personal aspects are part of the configuration. The ideas I talk are what tie these configurations together, tie it to life. Of course, it's just my belief, but I just happen to think that a good philosophy of art is a good philosophy of life. I think to have a philosophy of life that's good, you have to have a philosophy of art. It tells you what it means to live well, what it means to think and picture, what kinds of sensory sets do you enjoy, want, or anything like that. All right. Cheers. This one I think, to